In this video, we are going to look at exercise 912, looking at ratio analysis. We're going to start with our earnings per share. So during year 4, the Roper Corporation reported after-tax net income of $1,200,000. During the year, the number of shares of stock outstanding remained constant at 20,000 shares of $100 par stock, at 8% preferred stock, and 200,000 shares of common stock. The company's total stockholders' equity is $3,500,000 at December 31st, year 4, and the Roper Corporation's common stock was selling for $40 per share at the end of its fiscal year, and all dividends for the year have been paid, including a $3.60 per share to common stockholders. So the first thing for earnings per share is we need to find that net earnings available for common stock. So since we have preferred stock here, we'll just do it down here, earnings per share it's going to be that net earnings available for common stock. So we've got to take our net income minus your preferred dividends, and then divide that by the average outstanding shares of common stock. So our net income we get right here. Now we have to figure out our preferred dividends. Well, it's 8% on a $100 par. So that means you're going to get 8% of $100. So we take our 8% times 100, which is just $8. So $8 per share, and we have 20,000 shares. We should end up with $160,000 worth of preferred stock dividends. And then our outstanding share, our average outstanding shares of common stock. They tell us that we've got 200,000 shares. And when you put those numbers in, should get $5.20 per share for your earnings per share. So that was A. Then when we move on to part B, we're looking at book value per share. So to find your book value, we're going to take our total stockholders' equity and subtract the preferred rights. Not the preferred dividends, but the preferred rights. And then we are going to divide that by the average outstanding common stock. So to find your preferred rights, that's not what we're actually paying out. We're just looking at what do we actually have. So we've got 20,000 shares of $100 par stock. So you should end up with $2 million is your preferred rights. And they tell us our total stockholders' equity is $3.5 million. Minus 2 million, all divided by that outstanding shares. When you do that, and complete the math there, you should get $7.50. For part C, we're looking at our price to earnings ratio, which for that one, we are taking our market price per share and dividing it by our earnings per share, which we have already found. So we've got to find the market price. Well, up here they tell us that the common stock was selling for $40 per share. So we get 40, and we divide that by our $5.20 from before. And when you do that math, you get $7.69. Or sorry, not 7.69 cents, it's $7.69 times. 7.69 times. There we go. All right, and then finally, we've got our dividend yield. And to find our dividend yield, we are simply taking our dividends per share and dividing it by the market price per share. So we know we've got $40 is the market price per share, and they even tell us that it was $3.60 per share to common stockholders. So we take our $3.60, $3.60 divided by 40, multiply it by 100 to get a percentage, and we get 9%. And that is problem 912.